هبت كالريح 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 قوية شبت كالنار 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 وضية.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear brother Abu Waleed, today I would like to thank you for the moving words of solidarity you had addressed to me by video from London some weeks ago. Though we have never met each other personally, your words were in such an amazing way to the point and encouraging. Indeed, I personally, as well as all active brothers and sisters who live in Germany, the center of kufr and imperialism, need solidarity and encouragement urgently. On this occasion, I want to underline, dear brother Abu Waleed, my heartfelt feeling of gratitude towards you. Let me also add the following remark. I've had a look at many of your speeches and sermons by video. I admire the charismatic way how you are guiding especially young people in London and elsewhere on the shining path of firm belief. Time has come that I address to you, dear brothers and sisters in Western Europe, whether in UK, in the Netherlands, in Belgium or elsewhere, by this short video message, a call for help. To say it in a direct manner, this is an emergency call to the active Muslims in Western Europe, that is to say to the Muslim people of Western Europe outside Germany. We need your help.
هبت كالريح 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 قوية شبت كالنار 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 وضية.
There are many reasons why we, the Muslim activists in Germany, need your help urgently, and I would like to emphasize in this context especially three aspects. First, dear brother Abu Waleed, for Muslim people in Germany, there is no real freedom of speech. The German government and the German people are not willing to let active Muslims express their view freely in this country. Historically, this fact is connected to the fact that Germany regards the Muslims as so-called Gastarbeiter, that is to say, foreign workers, especially for hard and primitive work, who do not belong to the population in the long run. The German government, in cooperation with the Kemalist regime of Turkey and in cooperation with the depraved royal dynasty of Morocco, has prevented these Muslim migrants from organizing and articulating themselves in a serious Islamic way. Although there are Muslim migrants in Germany since approximately 50 years now, only very few of them and their descendants are able to formulate Islamic points of view and to bring them to bear in public. De facto, the Muslim people in Germany have no freedom of speech. And if a Muslim nevertheless risks to make his or her opinion public, the German government and the German society decide arbitrarily whether this opinion is allowed or forbidden. Especially those Muslims who criticize the shirk system of Germany and the German imperialism are persecuted without mercy. Police raids, searches, bans on associations, observations, secret service operations, and media campaigns are omnipresent in Germany with regard to the persecution of active Muslims.
هبت كالريح 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 قوية شبت كالنار 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 وضية.
In particular, I have to mention the fact that Milatu Ibrahim is prohibited in Germany since about half a year now. Although the brothers who belong to Milatu Ibrahim in Germany have not committed any unusual deeds, but restricted themselves to expression of opinions and manifestations, this organization has been forbidden. Its leading personalities have been driven into exile. Whoever has not left the country yet and is suspected by the German government to have sympathy for Milatu Ibrahim is exposed to massive reprisals. Last but not least, my case is very characteristic of the situation in Germany. Because I have published during the last 2 years, 2011 and 2012, 12 texts called Denkanstöße, strictly speaking just Islamic expressions of opinion against German imperialism, the German state and media organizations have tried to destroy my civil existence by all means. Second, dear brother Abu Waleed, it's a fact that up to this day about 30% of the German people have a fascist mental attitude. And it is a fact that the German people have caused 2 disastrous world wars. About 100 years ago, World War I, 1914 till 1918. About 75 years ago, World War II, 1939 till 1945. This fascist continuity of the German people is a big danger to the Muslims. Especially since the fascists in Germany, together with the German people who have an imperialistic mental attitude, together with the German nationalists, form the majority of the German population. In order to make more clear to you how dangerous this majority of the German people is, let me draw your attention to the family background of the German Minister of War, Thomas de Maizière.
هبت كالريح 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 قوية شبت كالنار 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 وضية.
Walter de Maizière, grandfather of Thomas de Maizière, was born in Dortmund in 1876, that is 5 years after Germany was founded, so-called Deutsches Reich. He has been involved in World War I as commander of a military company. His son, Ulrich de Maizière, father of Thomas de Maizière, played a leading role in World War II. Especially, he was involved in the devastating operations of the German military in Eastern Europe. His role there was important to such a degree that from time to time he even belonged to the supreme command of the German army and took part in meetings with Chancellor Hitler until spring 1945. Only 5 years later, in the year 1950, he, that means Ulrich de Maizière, was invited by Chancellor Adenauer to organize the setup of the so-called Bundeswehr. In this German army, its badge is the Iron Cross, and nowadays it's fighting especially against Islam. Ulrich de Maizière was promoted in 1966 to act as General Inspector of Bundeswehr. With respect to this background, it's a remarkable continuity that his son, Thomas de Maizière, acts as Minister of War since 2011 on behalf of the German government. Consequently, he is responsible for the German warfare against Muslims from Mali to Afghanistan. This continuity of German fascists, nationalists and imperialists, who together form the majority of the German population, is a great danger for the Muslims.
هبت كالريح 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 قوية شبت كالنار 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 وضية.
Third, dear brother Abu Waleed, it's important to be aware of the fact that Germany cannot be compared to states like Switzerland or Norway or Portugal. But Germany is the leading power of Europe, politically, militarily and economically. In comparison with Germany, even countries like France or the United Kingdom are less powerful. Therefore, it's true to call the representative of Germany, that is Chancellor Merkel, the most powerful person of Europe. By the way, the Merkel career has been organized by the de Maizière clan. That means the de Maizière clan discovered Merkel in order to turn her into a representative of the Kuffar and the Crusaders. It was in 1990 when Lothar de Maizière, cousin of Thomas de Maizière, was instructed by Chancellor Kohl to dissolve the German Democratic Republic. At that time, Thomas de Maizière recommended to his cousin Lothar de Maizière that he should make use of Merkel, greedy for power as always, for a cooperation with the imperialistic media. 15 years later, in 2005, when Merkel became Chancellor of the German government, Thomas de Maizière took over the Ministry for Coordination of the German Chancellorship and the German Secret Services. Then, from 2009 to 2011, he acted as German Minister of the Interior. Since 2011, he acts as German Minister of War. At the same time, he is a leading member of the chairmanship of the Evangelical Church. That means he is a modern imperialist and crusader.
هبت كالريح 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 قوية شبت كالنار 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 وضية.
Germany, the leading power of Europe, has established itself as the most important ally of the United States worldwide. Contemporary Germany and the United States call themselves as partners in leadership. In comparison to this German-American alliance, France, the United Kingdom, etc. play only a secondary role. German Chancellor Kohl has defined in 1990 and 1991, together with US President Bush Sr., the meaning of dominating the world as partners in leadership. 10 years later, in 2001, German Chancellor Schröder defined that Germany acts in unlimited solidarity with the USA. And German Chancellor Merkel, for nearly 8 years now, is practicing such a kind of cooperation with the American Kuffar and Crusaders, Bush Jr., Obama, etc., that more intimacy is barely not imaginable. Indeed, the US imperialists know very well that Germany is their most powerful and most important ally all over the world. Dear brother Abu Waleed, you are familiar with many trustworthy brothers in different countries of this world, from England to Pakistan. Tell your brothers how Germany fights against Islam. Describe to your brothers the methods of Germany and the position of Germany with regard to the fight against the Muslims. Tell your brothers that Germany makes war on Islam here and worldwide. May Allah the Almighty protect you and your brothers. As Allah the Sovereign tells us in the Holy Quran, whoever joins himself in a good cause shall have a share of it, and whoever joins himself in an evil cause shall have the responsibility of it. And Allah controls all things. Surah 4, verse 85. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.